Hey, good morning everybody. It's Saturday morning and I'm going to make you a nice sort of breakfast brunch after a workout at the gym item that's really easy to make and it's good and nutritious. So I'm going to make eggs basted with toast, and eggs basted is this kind of interesting recipe. It's sort of like halfway between fried eggs and poached eggs, or bougie poached eggs, or with poached eggs with an attitude, as some people I've heard say it. But the nice part is you can control the cooking, and it's partially fried and it's partially steamed. So start heating up your pan over medium, a little higher than medium. Put in a bit of butter, not too much, maybe a tablespoon or two, because you don't want these to stick. So while the butter is melting, I'm going to start cracking eggs. One broke, the cook gets that one. Okay. One thing I was going to say about this recipe is you can control the cooking, which is really nice if you got a lot of guests. So if somebody likes their eggs really runny, you would serve them first, medium hard go next, and the ones that like over hard would be last. And if you're not going to use, like I'm cooking the whole bunch, but if you're not going to use all of these right away, then what you would do is just after you serve however many eggs you're going to be needing, just let them cook over hard, and then you can chop them up after and put them in salads or whatever. Now you want to kind of distribute these around the pan so they're not all in the same spot. Try not to break any of the yolks. I did one, and like I said, I'll eat that one. Now obviously you're going to need a fairly large frying pan to do this many. If you're going to do less, get a smaller pan if you have one. Now once they're all in, you can see it's starting to bubble over there. Turn it down a little bit and get your water. Now usually I would just get some water on the edge of the pan, but since I'm doing this to show you, I've got a glass ready. And what you do is you just pour water over the top. I'd say about half a cup should do it, and then cover it. You want enough water in that when you start doing this, you can see it pool up the sides, okay? Keep a very close eye on this, especially if you have guests that like their eggs runny, because they'll cook fairly quick. So let's check how they're going. Doing pretty good. Now part of the basted thing is if you want, you can get them to cook more on the top by just tilting the pan and getting some of the water and literally basting the eggs with the water. Which is probably where the name came from. This is not necessary to cook them, but it just speed them up a bit. You do want to sort of have them set because they'll kind of move around on you, especially the ones that you cracked at the end. And those are the ones that I'm basting more actually, because I want them to all catch up at the same time. If any of you are wondering, you could likely crack them all in a bowl and put them in, but I don't know how many yolks you would break in the process. And you're going to just end up with scrambled eggs. Yeah, if there's any big bubbles of egg white, just kind of put them in their place there. We're at the end point, and this is where you can see that there's a little bit of water running off at the top. All the egg yolks are set, but they're not cooked all the way through. So I'm going to turn the heat off now and plate up some of this. I'll just chop off 3 for ideally, you want to get all of them in one piece without breaking the yolks. And also use a slotted spoon to let the water drain off. So there's how I make eggs basted. A nice simple egg recipe that's good with some toast. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again.